going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. You know who it is by now,
Jimothy.
Now, ladies and gents, I have been away as usual. I have been in the lab crafting a couple of new decks, hopefully to take to either some locals or just to do some testing with. And today's deck profile is going to be Evil Twins. Yes, not post Burst of Destiny, but Evil Twins in its current iteration. So without wasting any more time, let's get straight into the profile. Now, starting us off, obviously we're playing triple Evil Twins, both of them. So these are the main deck monsters that you particularly want to see kind of start off your play. So if either of these are normal or special summoned, you can special summon their counterpart from the deck. So if you got red, you can special summon blue from the deck. If you got blue, you can special summon red, yada yada yada. However, what makes this deck very interesting is this is more or less your engine. You don't actually really need anything any other house apart from extenders in order to be able to go into the kind of plays that Evil Twins do. So triple Evil Twins, you're probably gonna have to play 3 of those as a standard. Now, something which is up for a little bit of contention is I'm playing double live twin Kissakill Frost and live twin Leela Tree. Now, the reason I'm playing 2 of each is because when Triple Tactics Talents actually gets its reprint, I'm going to take each one of these away and then I'm going to replace them with talents. So I'm kind of holding out for talents. I don't own a talent at the moment. It's super expensive. I didn't really want to put money into it. I couldn't get it in a trade. So this is basically going to do. So both of these are extenders. So if you've got any of the main deck blues on, you can special summon red. And if you've got any of the main deck reds on, you can special summon blue. Live Twin Kissakill Frost is really good because it can actually get you a draw, and this deck thrives on drawing into hand traps and disruptions, and that's basically how it plays. So having Kissakill Frost in your graveyard is nice. Live Twin Leela Tree is nice. It's not as impactful, but again, it's an extender which helps you to get your plays going. So I've gone for 2 of each just for the time being. And that is it for the Evil Twin monsters, ladies and gents. Like I said, not a lot. Now, what there is a lot of is hand traps. So this is up to personal preference, to be honest. You can play whatever kind of hand trap ratio you would like. Obviously I've gone for 3 Ash Blossoms, which Ash Blossom, you know what it does die now. Especially with Dogmatica invoked shadows in the meta, it is a bit of a good card to be able to like negate their shadow fusion or even mess about with their Nadir Servant. Also triple effect failure just because of Tri-Brigade things. We don't really want Tri-Brigade to be doing its stuff. In conjunction with triple Ghost Bow, again very impactful. You can mess about with these. This can be sided out for draws, Lanciers, whatever the matchup you come against. You can play the appropriate hand trap, so to speak. And then finally we've got triple Skullmeister. Now again, like I said, this can be anything you want, ladies and gents. This is a super duper flexi spot, and we're actually playing 12 hand traps, so the likelihood of you seeing a hand trap is very high, either in your starting hand or whether you just do your normal plays, your normal Evil Twin plays. You just be able to draw into loads of hand traps, which is always good. So I've gone with the Skullmeister. Not once per turn, by the way, and especially with the number of graveyard effects that are running around, it's kind of important. Now for the rest of the cards, we have got Live Twin Home. Now you do need to bear in mind when you're playing this deck, ladies and gents, you don't want to get Xeno locked in too early without getting some of your effects off. But what Live Twin Home allows you to do is special summon one of your main deck monsters from your deck. You are locked into Evil Twin monsters from the extra deck with the turn you use this, but nevertheless it just gets your plays going basically. Like you've seen, there's not much of a main deck. There's potentially 10 main deck monsters, so you definitely want to be able to see at least one of them, and this helps you to see that basically, so always a good thing. We've also gone for 3 secret password. This adds you a Live Twin or Evil Twin spell, so depending on what you've got in your hand, you can actually activate this. Grab yourself a Live Twin Home, activate Live Twin Home, special summon a Evil Twin or Live Twin monster from your deck, and then just carry on with your plays. So it's super duper consistent, very consistent, especially with the new card that's recently just come out, which is Live Twin Sunny Snitch. Upon activation, you can have a Live Twin monster from your deck to your hand, either any of the extenders or any of the main deck monsters. It also burns your opponent for 200 and it allows you to gain 200, which is a nice little treat basically. It's kind of like kind of like a mishmash of a trickster monster, but nevertheless, again, it gets your plays going and gets you into your engine, and this is basically what you want to see, ladies and gents. So I've maxed out on these just for consistency's sake. Next, we're on to the spells, and I'm running double main deck Cosmic Cyclone. I was thinking about putting Duster in there, to be honest, and I still might. I have got the other Cyclone in the side, but like I said, I have not tested yet, so definitely this can be messed about with. And I've also gone for the one Pot of Avarice, the one Monster Ribono, and the one Cord by the Grave power one-offs. Avarice actually works in this deck. Like you've seen, it doesn't take a lot for the deck to get going, and it basically plays with your main deck and your extra deck. So cards in hand, they're kind of just sitting there. They can be hand traps, they can be interruptions, and then Pot of Avarice just allows you just to reshuffle some of your resources back, as well as drawing into more hand traps or even more extenders. So Avarice is definitely something that is viable in this deck, and it's something that I've gone for. Again, if I have talents, I'll definitely look at whether or not I'll keep this in, because talents allows me to draw, and it could just allow me to close out the game basically, but definitely useful at the moment. Next, we are on to the traps, and we play 4 traps. We've got one Evil Twin present. Basically, it's a creature swap. You can actually target a trap that your opponent controls and shuffle it into the deck, but more times than not, you're going to be using it for the creature swap ability, because the Live Twins and the Evil Twins don't have huge attack, so they can just be beat over pretty easily. So being able to just swap this for one of your opponent's boss monsters is very, very useful. You do need to set up, hence why I'm only playing it at 1, so yeah. And then finally, we've got Triple Solemn Strike. We all know what Strike does right about now, ladies and gents. Probably the best counter trap in the game currently. It works going second depending on your opponent. If you haven't got any kind of like Twin Twister set or anything like that, you don't want to get it wasted. But it is a very powerful card. It allows you to negate summons, monster effects. Oh yeah, Triple Strike anyway. Triple Strike. Next, we are onto the extra deck, and the extra deck is very, very self-explanatory in terms of the Evil Twin package. You're playing triple Evil Twin Kissekil, and you're playing triple Evil Twin Leela. These two play with each other.
That's what she said.
Enough said. So basically, you can actually get a draw out of Kissekil twin Kissekil, and then you can get a pop out of Leela. So it kind of depends on what's on the field and what you want to go with your combos. Normally you're going to end up with Unchanged Abomination on your end board, or you can end up with these two on your end board, but yeah, they're kind of essential to be able to work. Next, I'm playing some of my personal techs, which is interesting. I'm playing a 1 Lingeribo, 1 Nightmare Phoenix, and a 1 Nightmare Unicorn. You do get locked into Fiends when you use the Evil Twin Link monsters, so these two are just utility cards. Lingeribo, however, is a bit of a tech that I put in. So what I was finding was I was ending on the board with one of the Evil Twin Link monsters and then a spare Evil Live Twin on the field. So what I would do would, before I get locked into Fiend monsters in the extra deck, I would summon out my Lingeribo by trimming it over with one of the extenders, normally Frost. Get Frost into the graveyard, and then you've got a trap negate in the form of Lingeribo. So obviously Infinite Impermanence is a very big thing at the moment. So being able to just negate Infinite Impermanence with your Lingeribo is super duper vital. So I've just gone for that. Like I said, testing hasn't shown to be anything negative with running it, but I haven't tested against another deck, so we'll see when I get testing done. Also, for the boss monsters in the form of the Link boss monsters, we've got 1 Underworld Goddess, 1 Borosword Dragon, and 1 Unchained Abomination. Unchained is probably what you're going to end on your first turn end board. Borosword, obviously, to end games. This could be Access Code Talker, but hey ho, I don't own Access Code Talker, so it is what it is. Underworld Goddess, she's a nice little tech. She doesn't come out as often as you would think, but nevertheless, it's a easy removal, whether it be Dragoon or something that can't be targeted, for example, because a lot of the monsters that you do get onto the field are weak unless you get these big boss monsters on field, which can be problematic for your opponent. So I'm just going to be those 3 for the most part. Next, for our XYZs, and we are playing some XYZs, 1 Sky Cavalry Centauri. We do not want to lose to Dragoons because he is still present, ever present in the format. one Downed Magician, and you all know where this is going, ladies and gents. One double A Arsenal AA Zeus Sky Thunder Machine. Send everything to the graveyard card. You know how it goes. Yeah, this is pretty self-explanatory. Sky Cavalry is out to Dragoon. It's out to anything that's problematic, actually, even Mech Knight Crusader Avamax. So yeah, and then Downed Magician is just to give Zeus another material, basically. So that is it, ladies and gents. That is the deck in a nutshell. Let me know what your thoughts are on it, whether you would put in anything else. I am planning to do a little bit of a board breaker episode. I'm not too sure if I'm going to use this deck, but we shall see. And what I will say, ladies and gents, a lot has happened in Yu-Gi-Oh over the past week or so. We've had mega tin reveals, we've had leaks, we've had price hikes on just ridiculous amount of cards, but nevertheless the mega tins are upon us, and reprint season is here. So definitely something to look forward to, and I'll probably be giving my thoughts on the ban list in an upcoming video. But anyway, if you do like this content, you know what to do by now, ladies and gents. Hit that like button, share, subscribe, all of that beautiful good stuff, and I will definitely see you guys on the next video. Hope you enjoyed. Peace.